Kristen with Crossing Timbers Equine. In this educational video, we're going to go over asking your horse to move within a hula hoop with 1 foot, 2 feet, maybe 3 or all 4 feet if you can manage it. But this is another great thing to do with your horse, asking them for patience, asking yourself for patience, and asking them to maneuver one hoof in and out of that hula hoop, waiting for you, waiting for your cues. Now, I think this hula hoop I found at a rummage sale somewhere. It has a little, I don't know if you can quite hear it, like a little ball in it so that when it's hula hooping, it makes noise. So that adds a little bit of fun to it because depending on when and how they step on it, it might give a little shake and a little rattle. So that's kind of fun. If you don't have a hula hoop or can't find one, you can use your lead rope and just mark a circle out. Just make sure the lead rope is open and not tied together. So that way, if they get their foot in there and it gets caught around, that it wouldn't be necessarily tied tight around their hoof. So just a nice, loose, open circle with your lead rope. So when asking them to step into the lead rope, I can do this absolutely any way I choose. I can stand right next to her, guide her up through it, ask her to step in. She's got to pick those feet up again and walk with her. How'd that work? And then you got it on the back one. Good girl. So now this is another great thing too as well that helps to teach them to pick up their feet. It also helps to get them used to things being down and around their feet. So I like using the hula hoop, asking them to step in, step out, and do other things with the hula hoop. Now, I can just take her for a walk and ask her to walk right up and through that hula hoop. So I'll ask her to come up and over. Good girl. Step up. That's okay. She missed the back feet. I'm okay with that. She stepped in. We're going to come back around, make a little bit of a figure 8. Ask her to come up and through here. So now I might slow it down a little bit since she got a little fast and she missed with her hind end. I might give myself a turn here so I can guide her a little better. Good girl. Nope. Now you're stepping on it. Ooh, nope. So she stepped out. Right now what I'm looking for is both front feet in that hula hoop. You were there, you were just standing goofy. Just both front feet. Nice, good girl. Ooh. And quit. So maybe the first time we went a little fast. Asking her to walk up and through that hula hoop, that was just a little too fast for her. So we need to slow it down, take our time. So now she's got both front feet in that hula hoop. I can ask her to step out. I can ask her to come through. I could turn and ask her to come off the side, whatever and whichever way I want her to go. We're going to ask her to come forward, but one step at a time. Nope. But that was incorrect because she stepped to the side, not forward. So I gave her the chance. Now you kicked it. There you go. Oh, good girl. Ooh. So I asked her, I gave her a little freedom. Asked her to come just up and through. Oop, nope. How's that feel? That's a girl, good girl. And we're just going to keep going back to point A until she can take a step forward and not swing her bum and try and step out of it. Again, with all of these things, I am in no hurry. And the people who get their horses really good at this are not in a hurry. They take it step by step. They build on the successes. They completely ignore the ones that don't work well, and they just keep moving forward. See, that wasn't bad. Good girl. And she stopped and waited. Now, she's still kind of stepping in a way that her back feet might move it, or excuse me, well, her back feet might move it too, but her back feet might miss it. But she stepped straight forward. Not bad. That wasn't quite straightforward. You saw she was straight, but she was just at that little bit of an angle to avoid that hula hoop. I was a good girl, but that was much better because she was much more controlled. She was calmer. She wasn't trying to just blow and get out of that hula hoop. So we'll take her for a walk again. Good girl. Now, if you bring your horse up and they've never seen a hula hoop before, and they step right in it, step right out of it, rock on. Maybe change it up and put 2 hula hoops on the ground. Can you get them to line up where they got their front feet in one and their back feet in another? Put hula hoops in a circle. I'm pretty sure you can get these at like the Dollar Tree or the dollar store or something for fairly cheap. Call up any friends and see if they've got extra hula hoops laying around that they're not using. And you can do a bunch of different patterns, laying them out in a zigzag, asking your horse to step in and out of them as you've got the hula hoop set up. It's a fun, different way to approach asking them to move their feet and wait for you to maneuver. Instead of them putting their feet, good girl, where they think they should go. Ooh. You can guide their feet. No. You can guide their feet. No. No. Where you'd like them to go. Now, she tried to go option 1 and option 2, and I just said, no, let's pick option 3, which is I want both front feet in that hula hoop again. That's all I'm asking for. Then we're going to stand here and hang out. But when she tried option 1, I said, nope, that's the wrong answer. Let's do this one. Tried to guide her back through. She tried option 2. I said, nope, still wrong answer. Let's try option 3. And now we've got option 3. So now again, I want her to just come up straight through. Now that wasn't the kind of step I wanted. Good girl. I want that foot to come straight forward. Nope. So we're going to fix again. Nice and calm. Nice, much better. Good girl. Now if you picked your foot up, you'd probably clear it. That's a good girl. Much better. You're still a little crooked, Mama. You're still a little crooked. Good girl. Good girl. Straight forward. Hey. I know, you tried there. Now you're just kicking it because you're not picking your feet up. That's a girl. Very nice. Good girl. Very nice. Very nice. Now there, I think if she hadn't quite kicked it with her hind feet, she might have actually stepped into it. She wasn't trying to wiggle that bum off and around. So now you can see with her, this is a good, fun thing to do to work on. Good girl. I don't even know if you know your foot's in the hula hoop. Do you know it's in there? Huh? Good. Very nice. Good girl. That's okay. So that was just a happy happenstance. I wasn't asking for that, but I wasn't going to dismiss it when it did happen. So you just want to take some time, play with that hula hoop. If and when they get comfortable with that hula hoop, you can ask them to back into it. I'm not going to ask her to do that today. We can come back to that later. But, you know, you can ask them to back into it. And then you'll see in some of the other videos that I do, the hula hoop or a lead rope on the ground in a circle is a really great way to start working on your turns on the haunches and your turns on the forehand on the ground, because it gives you a set spot where you want to concentrate their front feet or their hind feet, depending on which turn you're doing. And so it helps give you a localized area about how you know where their feet need to go. So first, you're going to want to get them used to that hula hoop being down and around by their feet, because then as you ask for that turn on the haunches, the turn on the forehand, their feet might bump and run into it. So just getting them used to having that down around their feet so that it's not such a big deal when asking them to do the turns.